the Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Foobar Show!
With the Foo.
And Steph.
Thank you all very much for listening to the Foobar Show. Thanks for hitting subscribe and remember to rate, review, and tell your friends like a champ. You can always reach us at Foobar Show. That's fthebelowabarshow.com. And F the Below Bar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out, drop us a line, and we'll foo it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, foos?
That's right.
All right.
Indeed, Foo.
See. Well, Foo, on tap today. This is actually up to you. And by the way, explain yourself. You were supposed to be on with Anonymous last time. And
Well, I wanted to remain anonymous myself.
Shut the fuck up. Where were you?
I fell asleep, Foo. It was a nice evening. The breeze was cool. The AC was a-blowing. And the 420 was a rolling, Foo.
Jesus.
Wow.
That sounds like a good afternoon, man.
Yeah, so I woke up like at 1 a.m. and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It went well though. He was cool. So was the previous guest, Ailish. They were fun.
Dude, I heard the Ailish one. That one sounded pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
The Anonymous one, when he played his song, Where You Been? And you guys were like freaking out. You're like, is this part of the fucking song?
I couldn't tell.
And then he had just explained like, oh, this is for YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know. Like, what the fuck? Anyway. Well, it's because I ripped the audio from the YouTube, so I didn't have the actual video in front of me to see what was happening. So all we were hearing was the audio. Anyway,
Foo, why didn't you want to watch along, Foo?
Well, it's because it could skip. You know, YouTube
True.
could skip on this, so I didn't want to take that chance on his music. But Foo, what's on tap today? This is your you have the floor.
The Foos podcast?
This is it's actually the Foobar Show this time around.
Go
Hey, you know what's hilarious, man? I was talking to someone the other day, and I told them that you used to be in a band called The Bar Show, and they're like, "Is that what your podcast is called, The Foobar Show?"
Not really, but it works.
And I was just like, dude, we need to have the original Bar Show on someday.
Nah, they'll never be on. they'll never do it. Couple pussies. The only one who's been on is Richie.
Good old rich boy.
Well, only because he's the drummer of my current band, so he doesn't really have a choice there. But yeah, the others they won't do it. I mean, I've asked them, and they just ignore that text message.
You just have to get them.
So what's up, man? What are we talking about today?
Well, Foo, a variety of topics, but first of all, Foo, how was the weed ventures been going over there?
Good, man. I'm still working on that quart I purchased about a month ago. As a matter of fact, I'm dangerously low, so I'm gonna be picking up real soon.
Nice. Maybe we should kick it off with the joint report then, Foo.
Oh, you want to do that? All right. Let me just. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Are you on weed? Give me some. I'll smoke you two under the table.
What you got?
Well, Foo, did you get that picture I sent you guys of that crazy powerful edible?
Yeah, dude. What was it, like 1,000 milligrams?
Yeah.
He wants to sleep until this quarantine is over.
Foo, if I drink this bottle, it says wake up in 10 years.
Oh, God.
So I don't know if that's for the better or worse of mankind yet.
Well, I mean, we are in quarantine. So if you don't want to go shopping, you can just hibernate throughout the whole
So my fear is that I'm going to like just have a teaspoon of this shit and I'm just going to be like watching the ceiling spin for fucking hours, dude. So
yeah, that's what would happen. I mean,
I think I need to clear out my whole day and like reserve a whole day just to try some of this.
Tell your secretary to hold your calls.
All
right, Foo. I'll set up my automatic email replies. Foo.
There you go.
Does this bottle have like a dropper, or is it like you just pour it? Oh,
it's like cough syrup.
Oh man, how big is the bottle? Like, give us an idea.
It's like the same size as a Robitussin.
Holy crap!
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, man. And it's not exactly like syrup. It's more like sludge.
Bruh. Really?
Yeah, dude. It looks very very powerful. It's a little intimidating, to be honest.
It's to turn the turtles into the Ninja Turtles.
Ooh, it'll turn us into turtles.
So you haven't tried it yet?
No,
that's why he's on with us now.
Yeah, or otherwise I would be anonymousing you again.
You would be asleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't do that this early, Foo, or I'm gonna wake up and just throw a muck all night, Foo.
Yeah. So what have you been playing? Just video games this whole time?
Yeah, it's like if I want to do an activity, I smoke a bowl, then I do the activity.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much everything's being faded all day.
There you go. There you go.
And you know what, man? I got to rant real quick. With the whole COVID-19, of course, it's good to be social distancing and whatnot.
Right.
But god damn it, dude! At House of 100, you can't smell the bud you're gonna buy anymore.
I know. If anything, you know what they did for me the last time I went in there is that they held it to like a safe distance and they wafted it over to me. they just kind of waved, like feverishly waved it towards me. He's like, "Can you smell that?" I was like, "A little bit."
They're like, "We know there's other bud in here, but is this helping?"
Yeah. I mean, I kind of smelled it, but at that point, I'm just looking at I'm just making sure it doesn't look dry or anything,
Yeah. Defeating that kind of defeats the purpose if you're trying to find a value joint, a weed, because it's cheaper to buy the $35 eighth ounce. It's only $2.60, and if you buy the high top shit, it's $3.50 an ounce. So I bought the $2.60, and I hated my life. That last ounce sucked.
That sucks. What didn't you like about it specifically?
You know what? It smelled like the fresh cleaner, like a cleaning product. It smelled like that a little bit. So I wasn't a big fan.
They tried to get the run out of there, bro.
That's true, but it gave me a headache a couple of times.
Yeah, you smoked Lysol, sir.
Pretty much.
Bruh.
It's called Clorox Haze, Foo.
There you go. Yeah.
When I went to the shop yesterday, I was just like, fuck this. I'm just going to overpay. So I picked up the expensive ass ounce. And I got to tell you, man, as soon as I smelled it, I was fucking full wood, dude.
Oh, man.
That's how good it was.
Nice. And you've been...
And I had to tell the lady at Jack in the Box, this normally doesn't happen. I'm sorry.
Oh, my.
Speaking of, I used to work at Jack in the Box, and
really? Do tell.
Yeah,
Foo.
I don't talk about this that much, but I used to work at Jack in the Box, and when I used to work the graveyard shift, you'd get a lot of freaking weirdos, and my female coworkers would report that they would see an average amount of, like, I'd say an average of 2 dicks per night. It was and I actually saw one per night. I guess I'm a guy.
2 dicks?
Yeah.
When you went to the restroom, Foo.
Well, yeah, there's that. No, but like there's just a bunch of weirdos that would pull up, and either they're drunk, they're on drugs, and then they just get horny when they order, and then boom, there's like a dick right there.
They're like, I've been waiting for these 2 tacos all night.
Yeah, and then they just get a raging boner.
Gross. Dicks are gross.
Yeah, well, deal with it.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, you have to deal with it, Steph.
I only like the one, but...
Nice save.
Nice save.
Uh-huh.
Damn it, Steph.
They're still gross.
Well, Foo, anyways, to get back to this joint report, I wanted to discuss the Wim Hof method.
The fuck is that?
Good thing you asked, Foo. This is actually a wellness practice that is concentrated breathing exercises.
Ooh.
Followed by exposure to extremely cold temperatures. Now, there is something on Netflix called The Iceman. It's a Netflix documentary, and it actually covers it's called Wim Hof. So I guess you could call it hoffing.
Okay.
Pretty much, you practice strenuous breathing exercises, take a break, and you do it 3 times over, and then you take a cold shower.
Oh, wow.
So say goodbye to hot showers forever, Foo.
Why would anybody do that?
Check this out. There's a very interesting reason why. Well, number one, a very important point to make. It actually helps people manage fibromyalgia symptoms.
Explain what that is.
Fibromyalgia, Foo?
Yeah, for the listeners. Of course, I know what it is.
If you want to chime on in on fibromyalgia.
It's a neuromuscular disorder. So a lot of...
Brush it off like that?
So it actually helps to be in a cold environment because heat can exacerbate the uncomfortableness and the pain and everything that's associated with that.
Is that why some people would like in the Nordic freaking regions, they go into the really cold water and then they go into a sauna? Is it more or less?
That sounds like it's a cultural thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the...
Supposedly it's good for the immune system. I have no idea.
I think it's I think being in the cold helps you, helps your breathing. Mm-hmm. I mean, Foo, it kept Black Panther alive, Foo, don't forget. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Freeze them up.
So pretty much there's a weed related benefit to doing the Wim Hof method as well, Foo. People who do the Wim Hof method actually can increase their natural cannabinoid levels.
Oh, so you get higher.
Yeah, you can process marijuana on a larger scale.
Jeez.
So like a lot of, and then this happens a lot when people get too sleepy, when people get too fucked up, or when they get like, when you smoke, you're supposed to get rid of a headache, but once in a while you'll get a headache. Yeah. It's because you're not producing enough endocannabinoids. So doing the Wim Hof method actually increases your endocannabinoids.
Interesting. So if, let's just say I take a really cold shower and then smoke some weed, I'd get high as fuck.
No, this is what you have to do.
Okay.
Now this is the method here. You have to take 30 deep breaths. It's called wave breathing.
Okay.
When you do it, you got to fill your stomach all the way up with air, then your lungs, and then you release through your mouth. Mm-hmm. So you do this 30 times.
Okay.
And on your very last breath, breathe out all your air and then hold your exhale for 1 minute. After your exhale, you fill up your lungs for 15 seconds and then release. And that is when you're actually expanding your endocannabinoids in your brain. And you do this 3 times. After the 3rd round, you jump into that icy cold shower, Foo.
Oh, so the shower is part of it.
Yes, but you have to kind of make your lungs go through this exercise first.
Yeah.
And then you do it. So, Foo, you might have a good point. If you do all of this and then you immediately go smoke.
You know how like some people like to have a beer in the shower?
Yeah.
I would love to have like a bong load in the fucking shower, especially, if I'm doing this. That'd be a good time. Now, the thing is, my bathroom would stink, and then the good old Steph here wouldn't enjoy any of that. But
nope.
But still, I maintain. I think if anything,
just take her out.
You can hose me down outside that cold water. It felt good though today.
Who, Steph might like doing that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just leave him outside. Here you go. Stay away from me.
Steph, you can hose down all 3 dogs at the same time.
Oh, look at that. It would save so much time.
Yeah.
How do you spell
And then the Foos can actually hold the dogs by the collars so you can actually watch the other dogs.
No, that's not going to work. It takes
It's
2 people to
genius.
hold flutes down.
It's genius.
Ooh, how do you spell that? Wim Hof?
It's WIM space HOF. Wim Hof method.
That's interesting. Foo, have you tried this?
No, Foo.
All right.
That's why I bought the 1,000 milligram syrup, so I don't have to.
Foo facts. Foo facts. Leading by example since 2018.
Bow, Foo. That 1,000 milligram syrup was only $40.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
$40? So how are you gonna dose yourself with this thing, man? Like how often and how much of it?
I'm probably gonna wait till next Saturday so I can give myself the whole day in case like I accidentally take too much. But I'm probably planning to do it like I did with the other syrups that I had at your house. Just kind of mix them in with a Sprite or a ginger ale or something.
And that's it goes nicely. And you got the pineapple I saw, right?
Yes.
That one goes well with Sprite. You can definitely get away with that. And it fucks you up, dude. When you brought that little vial of it.
Oh, those are gnarly.
Yeah. And so
dude, and those were only 100 milligrams.
I know. So 1,000? Are you serious? Fuck, man.
All right, Foo. I'll make sure I save some after the Rona, Foo.
Thanks.
So you could test it out.
All right. You got anything else for the old joint report here, Foo?
That'll wrap it up there, right. Foo.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah. Well, what do you got next for us, Foo?
Well, Foo, I thought we would, with the absence of poor dear old Josh, Foo, I thought we would ambush the Eagles real quick.
All right, I'm on board with that. All right.
So, Foo, did you or the missus catch the NFL draft recently there?
No, man. I boycott the draft every year.
Look at you,
for no
Foo.
reason. For absolutely no reason.
You're a big Kaepernick supporter, I see.
What the fuck? Yeah. So what happened? Anything interesting?
Well, it was the first time that they did it. We covered it a little in the last pod. First time they did everything kind of teleconference style. Mm-hmm. Foo, Bill Belichick had his husky sit in for one round for him. If you didn't see,
really, there was just a dog on the screen.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And then the draft went as expected. The first overall quarterback was drafted by the Bengals, Mr. Joe Burrow.
All right.
And interesting enough, Foo, the Joe Burrow, he was the quarterback at LSU.
Uh-huh.
Every fucking starter on offense and defense either got drafted or got signed undrafted. So the whole defense and offense from that national championship team earlier this year, they all got drafted into the NFL.
So they're NFL players now.
Their whole starting lineup,
Crazy.
dude. That's like that's the first time that's ever happened.
I assume they all had great numbers.
Oh yeah, dude, and they were kind of looking back. I saw an article. They were looking back on the season and on especially the championship game, and they were saying, yeah, LSU fucking steamrolled the whole college fucking system, dude. The whole BCS.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty impressive, Foo, and it makes sense. I didn't watch too much of LSU, and I'm not a big Joe Burrow fan, but the Bengals can't get shit right, so I don't think he's gonna do well. But that's just me, Foo. Yeah. What do you think, Foo? You think this kid's gonna blow up or blow it out?
I don't know, man. It's a flip of a coin, if you ask me. And I'm the last
interesting
person
fact?
anybody should ask. What?
Check out this. Shut up. Check out this interesting fact, Foo. I think there are only 25 or 26 number one picks in the Hall of Fame, and there's 30 undrafted NFL players that have made it to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
So being number one doesn't mean you're top of the line there, Foo. And again, dude, the Bengals fucking are garbage, dude. So that's why I'm kind of like already setting my expectations very low.
So why wouldn't you draft in round one the best person out there? Is it like some kind of stupid strategy or something?
So a lot of teams like to draft by position instead. So team needs that position instead of best player available. And that's just a big debate that's been happening through all the years. That's why fucking Michael Jordan didn't get drafted number one in his draft, Foo.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he got drafted like number 3.
Oh, gotcha.
And then the Trailblazers, who were the number 2 pick, who they thought were going to draft Jordan, they needed a center, so they drafted a center, and then the Bulls drafted Jordan 3rd, and then their fucking center was out of the league in 3 years.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's weird. Teams either pick by their needs, or sometimes if they got the right people in charge, they'll pick the best talent available. And I think Joe Burrow was the best talent available. I just don't believe in the Bengals, dude. They're not even, they're not tigers. They're not, leopards. They're fucking Bengals, dude.
I hear that, man. I hear that.
Yeah. Anyways, Foo. So, Foo, we have to send off a certain somebody, Foo, to paradise, Foo.
Oh no! What happened?
The Philadelphia Eagles, Foo.
Who died?
Well, Foo, on day 2 of the draft was the beginning of the end of Carson Wentz's career, Foo.
What the fuck? What happened?
The Eagles quarterback.
He bounced?
No.
What happened to him?
The Eagles drafted a quarterback in the 2nd round.
Oh, so this is the beginning of the end for him.
And you know how all year I've just been going on crazy tangents with Josh during sports?
Well, you say
on my
he
Carson-
keeps hurting himself, right?
Yeah. Fuck, man, I wish Josh was here. God damn it. Wanted to just rub in his stupid face. I knew the Eagles were going to draft a quarterback, and they fucking drafted Jalen Hurts, Foo. I fucking knew they were going to draft a quarterback because Carson Wentz is trash, Foo.
Dang.
Yeah, take that, Josh.
Damn, those are fighting words.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? I mean, it's been on the last 6 podcasts. I fucking told him they need to draft a quarterback, and guess what they do?
They draft a quarterback.
Like they're listening to the Foobar show sports fucking.
They must be,
segment,
Foo. They owe you credit on this one.
Yeah. Kind of going in a little more detail on that. Philadelphia actually got ranked in the bottom 6 of draft class. So they had the 6th worst draft in all sports. Foo.
Nice.
Out of all sports, not just football.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. You just don't like the Eagles.
They're garbage, dude.
What about the Raiders, though? Isn't that your team?
Foo, I'm glad you asked. Foo, I'm so glad you asked.
What's up with the Raiders?
Foo, we actually had a solid draft this year as well.
Mm-hmm. Did you say that last year?
You know what, Foo? The past is the past, Foo. Just think back to Star Wars Episode 8. Let the past die, Foo.
Oh, come on, man! Don't bring that shit up.
Well, I'm just saying, Foo. I'm just saying.
About Episode 8. Does anybody?
No.
People liked it, Foo.
Yeah.
Josh liked it.
It could have made for a better Episode 9 if it was any better.
You know what? I think we talked about this. Fucking J.J. Abrams should have just took all 3 movies, dude.
I don't know why he didn't.
Yeah. And then maybe it was just a big fuck you to between him and Ryan Johnson. Like Ryan Johnson's like, fuck you, I'm gonna change the movies. And then JJ's probably like, fuck you, I have to clean up your mess.
That's exactly what happened, though.
Yeah, I know.
It is what happened.
A shame. It's goddamn.
Wrong one.
You done messed up, Aaron!
There we go.
And Foo, we had a pretty good draft. The Raiders didn't have a great draft, but we had an okay one, Foo. Our first draft as the Vegas Raiders, Foo.
That's right. And the good old mayor of Las Vegas wants to open up the city again for
Don't
the
get me
Raiders.
started on that dumbass bitch, dude.
That dumbass lady. It was like debating with one of my high school jack-off fucking friends.
No kidding. And they were like, would you take your children to the casinos? Oh, the casinos are so fucking beneath me. It's like, oh, fuck you then. Why the fuck are you mayor?
You're the mayor. Like, what the fuck, lady? Anyway. So Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders, Foo. We got it. I don't know. It's going to be our first year in Vegas, but there's no sports yet, Foo.
Uh-huh.
However, I did hear the NFL is coming out with a final, final schedule this year.
Oh my.
They're putting the ball in the government's court, food. They're saying, here's our dates, fucks. Let us know when the country opens. By the way, we're going to play game 1.
Well, I mean, are they not going to have fans in the stands, or like how are they playing this?
I think they're talking about, at least for the first 3 or 4 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
no fans in the stadium, because they got to get that TV money, fool. That contract, all those TVs and all those broadcasters. There's all these monies tied to them airing the game on all, ESPN, local radio, local TV, blah blah blah, ESPN.
It's a whole chain of people.
Yeah, I mean that's how they get their big money. So I'm pretty sure they're going to start playing without players in stadium. I don't know if they're going to be as crazy as the NBA, where they're making like a bubble city, but I think the NFL is expecting to be able to start playing August or September. And that's actually kind of far out because they start training in July normally, June and July.
And I've heard rumblings about the NBA wanting to finish out the season without any fans being on the stands either.
Right. And actually their draft was supposed to be the last week of May, or excuse me, the last week of April. That's when they normally have their NBA draft.
Yeah.
Just for the draft order. And they actually postponed it, which kind of means that they're not planning on the season being done yet, because why would they need to have the draft order sorted out if the season's not over and they don't know who's going to finish,
right,
1 through 30. So that was a kind of interesting move by the NBA and Adam Silver. They are pretty much saying that we're not ready to cancel the season.
I don't think any sport is ready to cancel their season. At least they haven't said so officially.
Well, Foo, I just said like 3 podcasts ago, tennis was.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But it's tennis.
It's tennis, Foos.
It's tennis.
They're already 6 feet apart, and then some. Except for when they shake hands.
Dude, they've been social distancing for a while, it seems.
Since the beginning, Foo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Foo. But you know what? Go Raiders, Foo. Fuck the Eagles. And, Foo, the Rams, I heard they got back their Etch-a-Sketch from their fucking graphic designer.
Oh, good.
Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah, their stupid-ass logo.
I don't like it.
Well, too bad. That is the official logo.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Whose kid drew that?
Foo, there's always peaks and valleys, Foo. Looks like we're just at one of those valleys.
Right.
Stupid-ass fucking Rams.
It's cool. Look, they threw all their chips on the table their first season, first 2 seasons, and then they failed.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Brady came up on them, and now they're trash. So it's cool.
Cabbage, Foo.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
The LA Rams will come back at some point. People still don't know that there's a second LA team. The Chargers still need to find themselves a decent home. Otherwise, they're going to become the Clippers of NFL.
They are the Clippers for at least 50 years.
Oh, really? Is that what they signed?
They signed a 50-year fucking lease with the Rams.
Gross.
50.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude.
All right. Well, there's that.
Yeah, Foo. Well, Foo, other than the NFL draft and the NBA, not much other sports going on recently, fella, except the sports in your backyard, of course.
There are no sports in my backyard.
Oh, don't you get to watch WWE all day, Foo?
With my dogs?
Taz versus Plutz.
That's all they do. They just wrestle all day.
And they just have limited ass moves.
Yeah. They're just button mashing.
Taz has no turn radius.
Yeah, our German Shepherd Pluto, he's like a million miles a minute, and then Taz is just a slow Rottweiler that has 0 turn radius. It's funny to watch when they chase each other. Yeah.
Well, Foo, if you want to watch some real WWE, that's still going down.
Yeah, they're an essential business, Foo.
They're essential as fuck, dude, according to Florida.
Yeah, of course. No other state would do that.
Do you know the real reason why they got granted essential status?
Well, then they say that they were going to test everybody before everything, and then,
Yes, Foo, but Stephanie McMahon actually donated $10 million to the local Florida government. So, sure, that had nothing to do with it.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure that had nothing to do with the decision.
It's charity.
I'm sure
she was doing everybody a favor.
It was owed, Foo, right?
Yeah.
It was owed.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's for the community.
Son of a bitch. Did you hear that they actually laid off like a ton of wrestlers?
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And then I think like a week later they said, and now WWE has seen profits like never before. And it's like, well, yeah, you just laid off half your staff.
Yeah, no kidding. You have no wages to pay. But I don't know. And then you had Gronk doing WrestleMania. That was interesting.
Ugh.
I don't know how they did. Did you hear the results of like what the ratings were like or anything like that?
Actually, the ratings were pretty high.
Uh-huh.
And actually, even hardcore WWE fans, they liked the what was it, like SummerSlam or whatever it was? No,
WrestleMania.
something else. WrestleMania.
Yeah.
They said it was really dope actually, and a couple of the matches and lineups, they were actually able to like show animated videos of the wrestlers, which kind of hyped it up a little bit.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
One thing that they made no mention of the whole COVID and the quarantine and all that shit. The reason that according to the WWE, that they decided to kick out all of the fans in their storyline, quote unquote, is that I think Chris Jericho's talked some shit and like just said, I forbid there being any fans anymore at our events. And that was part of their storyline, you know? Rather than to address the fucking whole COVID thing. It's fucking interesting, but they made it work. It's a whole thing.
It's all fake anyways.
Bruh.
Yep.
Well,
Foo, that's it for sports, Foo.
All right. What do you want to finish us off with here, Foo?
Foo, let's hit them geekiness.
All right.
Okay, nerds, let's go!
Yeah.
Well, Foo, before we get into any geeking news, I actually wanted to share that I've actually been enjoying some independent ventures into podcast, Foo. I recently started this Dragon Ballers podcast. It recaps Dragon Ball Super, the new series that came out, and they kind of do random things like they reviewed Infinity War, and they're currently in the middle of reviewing the whole Dragon Ball arc right now as well. And it's nice and refreshing to know, Foo, there are people just as bad as us out there podcasting.
Yeah, especially now that everybody's quarantined. Anybody who was on the fence about starting their own podcast, I think it's about time that they started. If not, they're never going to do it. But
funny enough, man, these guys, since the whole breakout, have postponed podcasting.
What the fuck?
Oh my
This
goodness.
is the time to do it. If anything, this is it.
How many episodes do they got? They just left you at a cliffhanger.
Oh, they have like 200 episodes on their main
Oh.
podcast.
Well,
we're almost on their level, Foo. Not
but
quite.
this is the time where they take a break. Word.
I know, Foo.
Word.
I think they're like us. They're used to doing everything in person.
Uh-huh.
And I know they're in Texas, so who knows? Maybe they're just dead.
No, could be.
Yeah. I wanted to just shout out the Dragon Ballers podcast. Good work, man. They talk about bullshit all the time, and I appreciate that.
In good old Foobar style.
Foo, it's like I don't have to troll for a few hours. I just listen to these guys talk.
Yeah. They'll do the trolling for you.
See. Well, anyways, Foo, did you hear about the new Sonyverse Spider-Man universe movie nonsense that's going on over there?
Oh, all I know is that there might be talks of Daredevil being in the next one, or at least not Daredevil, but what's his name? The real guy,
Charlie Cox.
Charlie Cox.
Sure.
His Daredevil won't be in it though.
Oh, what about his character?
Well,
Matt
yeah,
Murdock?
Murdoch, yeah.
No, I don't know.
As a lawyer, like
Yeah,
he might come out
he might.
as a lawyer, and then that might hint to Daredevil being in.
That would be cool if he showed up, but I'm really hoping for, X-Men to be in there.
You think that X-Men would be in
Get
Spider-Man?
the fuck out of
Really?
here, X-Men. It's way too soon.
How is it too soon?
It's way too soon.
How is it too soon? There have been like 15 years of Marvel movies. It's not too soon.
Ma'am, I will say it again. It's been too soon.
Look, okay. Here's the theory. And I've talked to
Okay,
let's
hear Steph out.
Okay.
Let's hear Steph out first.
So Spider-Man might need help trying to convince everybody not to kill him because his status as Peter Parker has now been revealed. So he's probably going to enlist the help of Doctor Strange somehow, and Doctor Strange has ties with the Illuminati, with Professor X, and then they can bring all of that into play to try to help out Spider-Man.
How can they bring it into play? They're not there yet.
They can write it in. It could just be at the very end of the movie, like when everything's resolved. And
You're talking about the Marvel movie for Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Marvel movie, and then bringing X-Men into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
But that would be Spider-Man's last Marvel movie. You want to waste his last movie on introducing the fucking
Do you really
X-Men?
think they're going to stop at 3 Spider-Man
They're not going to
movies?
stop at 3 Spider-Man
They
movies.
are. Yeah. Well, check this out. The point I was getting to is, the MCU is its own thing. Well, Sony has officially announced the Spider-Man universe, and it is called the Spider-Man Universe of Characters, the SMUC. Foo.
That's not very...
That doesn't roll off the tongue.
It's a long...
It's a terrible name and a terrible acronym.
Why didn't they just call it the Spideyverse?
Because that sounds too much like the Spider-Verse movie that just came out.
So it's their movie.
Foo, again,
It just
I don't
makes
work
too
for
much
Sony.
sense.
Foo. All right, watch it.
All right.
It makes too much sense.
Yeah, I know it, right? Part of this Spider-Man, what's it called again? Spider-Man Universe of Characters.
Sure.
The Venom is in this universe as well, and so are all the upcoming side projects.
And Carnage and all that.
Well, Carnage is the next Venom product.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that they renamed Venom?
To what?
Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's the official title now.
To this next movie?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Too much cheese, Foo.
Yeah, it's too cheesy.
There's way too much cheese going on. But anyways, Steph, I'm sorry, Steph, but we're only getting two more movies with Spider-Man. We're getting his third movie.
Yes.
And then we're getting the whatever fucking weird rando ass Avengers or Marvel movie is gonna pop up in. And
Well,
he's done, son.
that would be the perfect time to bring in the X-Men.
But it's too soon.
It's not too soon. You're just being a little bitch.
Jesus Christ.
How would they bring him in? How can they possibly bring him
I
in?
just explained it.
No, you said they could write it in. I want you to get
She
specific.
just
here.
explained it.
I'm not explaining myself again.
What the? All right.
Just listen to the podcast again, man.
Well, Foo, the Spider-Man universe of characters, who, against Steph's wishes, that's where Spider-Man's headed. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that, Steph.
This some bullshit.
Yeah, but anyways, Foos, getting back to the MCU. Spider-Man dead, Foos. I mean, not Spider-Man. Iron Man dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
But Foo, the Russo brothers, they're saying he could come back.
How?
No, man, we've already mourned for him.
Well, that's what I wanted. Let's talk about this. If they bring him back, how do you guys think they do it? Steph? Because, I mean, it might happen, and it doesn't have to be Robert Downey Jr.
So you're just talking about Iron Man.
Iron Man the suit, not Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark.
Well, is that what you think?
I
Do you
don't
think
know.
they'll bring back just the suit?
I don't think that it would go well when you have all the same characters that have been in the previous movies, and then you don't bring back Robert Downey Jr.
Well, I think they wouldn't, because that would take away from his death scenes.
Yeah, it would.
So I think that's why they wouldn't bring Robert Downey Jr. back. But I think they could somehow incorporate the next, like, fucking Iron Man. There's Iron Lad. There's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Well, obviously there was a whole
War Machine.
There's a whole army of Iron Men. We just need somebody to either
lead it,
suit up with it, or command it.
Personally, I think they should bring in Iron Lad. What do you guys think?
What's that story arc like?
So Iron Lad is technically he's the son of Reed Richards,
Mm-hmm.
and he discovers like Tony Stark's like AI technology,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of like makes an armor for him, and therefore he becomes Iron Lad. Well, there's a crazy plot twist to Iron Lad. He actually becomes King the Conqueror in the future.
Oh.
So
Sick.
this is why I think they should try to bring Iron Lad into the universe. Maybe in Young Avengers. I don't know.
Damn, and then they can have a Fantastic Four crossover.
Yup.
What?
Ooh, my.
And then they're gonna need the X-Men to defeat to defeat Kang.
You're just gonna have to wait till 24, Steph. God damn it.
No, god damn it! I want an X-Men movie.
That's the rumored X-Men fucking movie 2024. Just
It's not soon enough.
put your seatbelt on.
I don't think that there's any reason why there shouldn't be any X-Men being brought up like in conversation in these MCU movies, though. Like now that they have the property, they should be hinted, or at least they should be coming out with some mutants.
Right? They can also go back to Captain Marvel and have Mystique, Nightcrawler, and Rogue's team be the villains. Because remember, Rogue zaps Captain Marvel's power, and that's how she becomes Rogue with all the flighty powers and everything. And then the X-Men show up, and then bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam, wham, jam.
There you go. Tied in. There's so many
mm.
opportunities. They're not taking it.
Let me stop right there. No.
Hell no. No.
Hell to the no.
The food
No,
says
Steph. No X-Men for you.
I need the
Go
X-Men.
fuck yourself.
Fuck
Go
you.
fuck yourself.
Oh, bitches!
Hey, relax.
I'm sorry, Steph. We can't get him. At least, okay. Check this out. In who the fuck is? What's her name? Who's what? Damn. Who's that? Who's that hero that's like dating Vision? Scarlet Witch, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in the news, in that TV show that's coming out, they're saying possibly Scarlet Witch can create mutants because in the comics she actually creates her son, and her son is actually confirmed to appear in the TV show.
WandaVision. That's what
Mhm.
it's called.
See,
That's gonna be a trippy show, I hear.
Yeah, in the trailer, she, I think they're holding like a bottle or a pacifier.
hmm
Oh, cool. So it's totally
yeah.
gonna
So
happen.
Yeah.
Foo Steph, if they bring in the X-Men that way, can we just finally get you to chill out?
No, I need a movie. I need a
Damn
movie,
it.
not a TV show.
Well, I try in America. Steph's not going to be happy.
You can get it.
Oh shit! I forgot I was cooking banana bread. I'll be back.
Oh, you're not burning the banana bread, are you? All right, go check on that. All
We'll
right,
give it
Foo,
to the dogs, Foo.
what else you got?
Well, Foo, now that Steph's gone, we can finally podcast. Just kidding, Foo. But goddamn, man. Yeah, I guess for me, for my 2 cents to the Iron Man conversation, I would like it to be Iron Lad. But Foo, what if they just brought back RDJ, Foo? What if it was in a flashback?
I mean, yeah, I'd be okay with him coming back in flashbacks. I don't think it would sit well with a lot of people, especially people who don't read the comic books, people who only have seen the movies, and this will really fuck up with the continuity of everything.
True. How about this, Foo? Let me throw a curveball at you.
Oh.
What if he comes as an Iron Man from another universe?
Well, okay. At that point, then yeah. If that's how they're gonna explain it, I'm sure they can get away with that.
Sure. I don't know how they pull it off, but that sounds like a goddamn good, interesting fucking movie.
Well, I mean, what's his name? Doctor Strange would just have to pull him from the other universe.
Yeah, or Iron Man finds out a way how to like contact Doctor Strange from one of his universe little shuffle things.
Yeah, there's that. Here's a way. You know how DC did the whole thing with the Flash, the multiverse, where they had different Supermen, but they were also different actors playing Superman.
Oh yeah.
You know, maybe Marvel decides to do that kind of thing where like this is the Tony Stark of this universe. It just happens to not look or have, you know, the same genetics as this Tony Stark. It's just another guy who has the same kind of beard and money. And his name is Tony Stark. I mean, the upbringing is the same. He becomes Iron Man. It's just, you know, his DNA just isn't where he looks like the Tony Stark that is RDJ.
All right, that's just lazy writing.
Oh well, I mean the DC did it in the fucking thing. What is it called? What are the multiverse thing
Yeah,
that
the
they just did?
Fucking the Superman or something like that.
No, they did it right. Like, come on. They,
No, but there's storylines
did it.
to every universe. Just to try to replace one character.
Yeah.
Well, no. What if he doesn't replace? What if he's just their new intergalactic friend?
Wasn't that Silver Surfer?
What if there's no
That
Silver
was Silver
Surfer now?
Surfer.
What if it's Iron Surfer?
That wouldn't happen. They wouldn't fuck with the storyline that much.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, man.
It's science.
True.
Snippety
It's already
snap.
written in the comics too.
Yeah.
You're right, Foo. You're right.
You'd piss off a lot of nerds.
That's true. Steph, how did that fucking bread come out?
It came out not burnt.
Hey!
So we'll see if it's still moist because I think it went over the top
Bruh.
a little bit.
Well, at least there's something moist in that house, Foo.
Heh.
Anyways, Foos. Steph, isn't your birthday coming up?
May
Yes,
the 4th.
tomorrow.
Woo!
You mean the day we air this podcast? Foos?
Yeah. Star Wars Day. Woo! Woo.
Steph's birthday cast, Foo.
Yeah.
Hey, Steph, did you know what are you going to be doing for May the 4th, Steph?
I'll be wearing my Star Wars A New Hope t-shirt. Drinking some blue milk. And I don't know, just chilling out.
Mm-hmm.
Blue milk.
Blue milk.
Where do you get
Dang.
blue milk these days?
A blue cow.
Oh, fucking.
It's from the Blue Koopa and Mario brothers, dude.
Okay.
You milk them.
Gross.
Koopa Troopa.
It's not even a mammal.
What is red milk, Foo?
Man, there's like a
knows?
lot of events happening tomorrow.
There is, and actually, I'm glad you brought that up, Steph, because there is a online, what's it called? Virtual convention for Star Wars May the 4th.
Yeah, we talked
Foos.
about this a couple podcasts ago where there was going to be a lot of conventions coming up virtually. So what's this
Right.
one all about?
All right, so this is it's mostly the media channels, Twitters and Facebook's accounts associated with New York Comic Con, C2E2, BookCon, Emerald City Comic Con, and Florida SuperCon. These are all conventions run by ReadPop.
Mhm.
ReadPop is like the person who helps throw New York Comic Con,
Okay.
other said cons.
Mhm.
Not to be mistaken with the cons in Star Trek. Foo, okay, you with me, Foo?
Gotcha.
Okay, May the 4th.
God.
Let me just go off the little schedule we got here for you, Foos.
Okay.
Yeah, wow, this is actually a pretty big listing, so let's just get it on.
Mhm.
7 a.m. tomorrow, they're going to have a live tweet of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope.
Nice.
Have you guys participated in a live tweet before?
No, what's that all about?
So pretty much everyone agrees to a time.
Mhm.
Aforementioned time is 7 a.m.
Okay.
Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern time. But pretty much everyone starts the movie, pushes play to episode 4 at 7 a.m. And they just tweet about shit going down in the movie. And like, it's pretty much rewatching the movie and pointing out little shit you've never seen before.
Oh, well, while everybody's watching it at the same time.
Yes.
Kind of community-based watching. That's cool. It's kind of like our Netflix parties.
Yeah.
See, Foo. This live tweet is going to be with the New York Comic Con Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
That's for 7 a.m. Pacific. At, let's see, 10 a.m. Pacific, there's a question and answer with Ashley Eckstein on Facebook,
Mhm.
New York Comic Con's Facebook. And Ashley Eckstein is the voice of Ahsoka.
Oh, nice. On
And
Clone
yeah,
Wars, right?
Yeah, Ahsoka Tano.
Mhm.
And she's going to be talking about the book Ashley Eckstein just wrote called Her Universe, which is about Ahsoka Tano's travels. Foo.
Which, by the way, if if these last 3 Star Wars movies actually wanted to do it right, why not incorporate her character? If they wanted a strong female character, that's the person who should have gotten who should have gotten these movies. That character. That would have been so dope.
I know, Foo. You know what's been brought up, and I want to get a quick response from you guys.
Hmm.
What would you rather have? A movie with Ahsoka Tano or a trilogy with Darth Maul?
Ah.
Ooh, you know what, man? Because of the times, I'm gonna go ahead and say Ahsoka, because I think Darth Maul, as cool as that character was, I think that ship has sailed.
I think which is probably the reason why they're making on The Mandalorian.
Uh-huh.
I think having an Ahsoka Tano movie would be fucking dope as shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would
yeah.
love to see Ahsoka.
And it's Rosario Dawson who got casted. That is
Mhm.
exciting because she kind of looks like her.
Oh, she's gonna kick
Yeah,
ass.
fool.
She's gonna kick ass. And then after watching it, I'm gonna watch fucking Clerks 2.
Nice, Foo.
She's in that
Space,
too.
Space titties, Foo. Space titties.
Space titties, man.
After the Q&A tomorrow at 10 a.m., they will air the Star Wars clone finale live tweet
Oh my.
at 11 a.m. Foo.
That's a wrong franchise.
All right.
Then let's see here, at noon, it's going to be a Q&A with Vanessa Marshall, and I had no idea who this fucking character is. It's called Hera Syndulla.
Oh.
It's got to be something with the animated show, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then look at this, Foo. At noon, they're going to have a live tweet with C2E2, Star Wars Rebels episode.
Man,
It's going to be at noon.
That's a lot of watching.
That's a ton of watching,
Yeah,
Foo.
nobody's going to work
I think
tomorrow.
I think that's for 2 hours they're going to be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, 3 hours. Holy shit. Also, Foos, here we go. Let's see, interviews with the authors of Star Wars novels on Facebook.com. So they're going to be doing random interviews with a bunch of authors on Star Wars books.
Mm-hmm.
And here's where the good stuff comes in, Foo. At 4 p.m., it's going to be a live tweet of Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
Nice. There we go. That's what we wanted to hear.
Yeah. That's good.
And-
They're not doing that for Revenge of the Fifth?
That's what I was about to say, Foo. Why are they putting it a day early? And they have a full slate of shit to do on the 5th, though. So
Already?
maybe, yeah.
Jeez.
So the last event of the day is going to be live tweet of Return of the Jedi at 7 p.m.
All right.
And that's going to be done by Emerald City Con.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, it's a goddamn shame that everybody has to stay at home, but they're making the best out of it with all this.
Yep. And Foo, I haven't even got to Revenge of the 5th yet, Foo.
So what's happening on that day? Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Foo, 6 a.m. Let's do this. 6 a.m. on Revenge of the 5th. Live tweet watching episode 3 of Revenge of the 6th.
Oh man, I gotta work on Tuesday.
Just call out, dude. Just call out.
I can't.
Foo, you're not essential enough.
Yeah, apparently I am.
Oh, Foo.
But it doesn't mean I can't be streaming it on the phone on the way
That's
to work.
true.
Yes, you can do that.
Well, what they're going to be streaming next at 11 a.m., so 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, is Dicebreaker, which is a game company, and they're going to be doing a game called Scum and Villainy role-playing game live.
How do you do
Where-
that?
You're just going to be able to watch them on YouTube live.
Oh, okay.
Also, you're watching other people play.
Yeah, they're going to be playing Dicebreaker's hosting Scum and Villainy event.
Huh. We should. I should probably check that out to see
That's it.
if it's any
That's
good.
That's at 8 a.m. Steph, got it?
8 a.m. I'll be at work.
Tuesday.
Damn it. I'll be at work.
You'll be working.
I'll be working.
Just be like, give me a second here. I'm just busy for an hour.
Look, we need a new game to play. I just want to see how it's done.
Yeah.
And every time we try to play a new game, it turns into an hour of us yelling at each other.
Because we're trying to figure out how we play it. All
It's
these
like
new games
nobody
have
knows
these
how to read the
complex
rules.
We got to know the instructions.
And then we start watching YouTube videos on how to play.
Right, because nobody can actually read the instructions in the manual that it comes with.
Yeah, they're always poorly written.
Then Josh and Steph start saying stupid ass rules.
Yeah.
No, it's in the manual. Okay.
And
You're
then
just trying to cheat.
A few moments later.
we just have a fist fight.
Yeah. Play that fucking.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
Yeah, play the game, Steph. Just stop cheating.
Just cards thrown everywhere.
Whoa, bitches!
Okay, Foo. At 10 a.m., they're going to do a comics roundtable live on Facebook for a bunch of people that are comic book writers. Greg Pak, Charles Soule, Jody Hauser, and Karen Gillan. I've never heard her before. And then Foo, here's the good stuff, Foo.
Okay.
11:30 a.m. Star Wars Episode 9, your favorite Star Wars, Foo.
Jeez.
You get the live tweet at Foo starting at 11 a.m. 11:30 a.m.
Okay. All right.
Giddy up.
And then I guess throughout the day you can take quizzes, share photos, post your favorite moments with hashtag May the 4th, hashtag Revenge of the 5th, and tag comic book or tag Read Pop since they're hosting the event. And then, oh, dang, nice. At 4 p.m., they're going to have a live stream of Jedi Fallen Order, the video game, on Facebook.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have you
Pretty
played
dope. I haven't. Josh has played it, and he likes it a lot, he said.
it? Yeah. Yeah, it's good gameplay, I hear.
Very good visuals from what I've seen as well. And then Foo to cap off May the 5th at 5 p.m. live tweet with Emerald City Con, solo a Star Wars story, Foo. And there's your fucking online event, Foo.
So they're revolving their entire events around the movies, which is cool.
Yeah, they're playing a total of five movies. It's not a movie, but they're also going to play the finale of the Clone Wars and a couple episodes of Star Wars Rebels. So they're actually kind of depending on like the live tweetings and such going down.
Nice.
I'm glad they were able to collab everything and do this virtually. That seems like it would be kind of difficult.
Yeah, if anything, they're saving a lot of money doing it virtually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, but I bet you it's also a pain in the ass to organize virtually as well.
Yeah, you kind of have to cross your fingers and hope that people participate.
Yeah, because for a lot of these, Comic-Con event, promoters and whatnot, this is their first time they have to literally do everything online. So it's all fucking learn as you go, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time for a lot of people, like even people who have never podcasted in quarantine before.
Foos, someone from the Federation called me the other day.
Who?
Because for some goddamn reason, the Federation said I need help with the VPN access for Federation members of my working unit. And this guy was like, I'm having trouble doing the training for the Blorgons. And I was like, all right, man, all you got to do is like, I'm going to send you instructions to your email address. And I shit you not, the dude was just like, okay. And I'm like, what email address are you using? How do I know that?
How do I know?
What's your email address?
Pretty much. And he's just like, well, I don't know how to access the Federation's network. And I'm like, okay. Wow. Do you have a computer, sir? And he's like, yeah. He was like, yeah, but I don't know how to use it. Oh, dude. I was on the phone for an hour with that guy. It was terrible.
You guys traveled all the way across the galaxy and you don't even know how to access your own goddamn VPN network.
Food, they don't allow JavaScript usage. Food, it's not my fault.
I didn't know you guys use Java. All right, well, I guess that's understandable.
Java?
Yeah, I know the Federation were so fucking trendy.
Was that person still on Shockwave or what?
They're just like, I'm off for the weekend. I'll call you Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll fucking see about that shit.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
There's other stuff happening.
Like what?
If you go to
Steph, what's going on?
Okay, I'm like online window shopping right now because there's going to be a lot of Star Wars stuff on sale, like clothes. You can get You can get little sculptures for your house and coasters.
Little baby Yodas and shit.
Well, no, the baby Yodas I can't find. But I like the Mandalorian skull. You can get it like house decorations. Family pajamas.
Oh god.
Dang, let's get some for us and the dogs. Oh my god, it's gonna be so cute.
No, that's-
I rather get waffle pajamas, Steph.
Waffle?
Yeah.
Waff.
That boy ain't right.
Foos, sticking with the Star Wars theme here, Foos. Are you guys familiar with the rule of two in Star Wars
like what?
for the Sith Lords?
There can always be two.
Yeah, there can only be two Sith
no
Lords,
less.
Foo.
I've heard about it before, but what's the reasoning behind that?
Well, goddamn, Foo, you pay attention to Star Wars thoroughly. It's because they established some Sith Lord years ago, hundreds of years ago, decided that there should only be a master and apprentice, no more, because there's too much chaos going down. Because all the Siths are just like stabbing each other in the back.
Yeah, a bunch of dicks.
Yeah, it's a bunch of lawless fucks. Anyways, I guess Star Wars actually released a mini comic series for May the 4th, and it's called Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. And in it, Rey is reading ancient textbooks about the Sith, and the textbooks pretty much explain that out of all of the Siths going down, all like the Sith takeovers and battles and everything, that pretty much the two Siths in charge, they were the like public figure Siths, while the rest of the Siths operated incognito.
Oh, so they were the face of the Sith.
They were the face of the Siths, and they pretended to be only two of them, when in actuality it actually helped them by sending like their minions out, Sith minions, and they could work behind the scenes to get shit done.
Interesting. Well, that's kind of how Palpatine worked.
And that's what they said, that's why they needed that to explain that in this comic.
Yeah.
It's because like if there's always the rule of two, who the fuck was helping Palpatine? And that's when they're saying, oh, it's just a public, it's just a fucking, it's a sham, Foo. It's a goddamn sham. There's a ton
I
of
don't like it.
And I guess because it's in that video game I was telling you about, that Josh played, Jedi Fallen Order. In the game, it has these force wielders called Inquisitors, and it's pretty much saying like people like that who are force sensitive and use the force, they were the ones who would never be like the recognized Sith Lords or Sith minions.
Yeah.
You know, they were just like kamikaze mission personnel where they get sent to do a mission. If they die, they fucking die.
Oh, wow. They're disposable.
Yeah. So only the two Sith in charge are kind of like the untouchables and the official leaders of the Sith clans.
That's crazy.
And that got, so it's canon now, Foo. There's no more rule of two.
Wow.
No more rule.
Well, maybe for the universe of Star Wars, that's how they kind of paint the picture of how the Siths operate. But in reality, they don't work with the rule of two. Then
exactly, they really don't. It's all facade.
That's just how they sell it.
Yeah, it's all fucking noise. So everyone can, while they're focusing their attention on the actual Sith Lords, they got like these fucking assassins and behind the scenes people making shit happen.
So what do you think about all this? They're essentially all these new publications that are supposed to be now canon with Star Wars are really undoing a lot of what it is that we knew about Star Wars all these years. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, Steph, how pissed off are you?
Not very.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, it seems more like what the Sith are doing is more like a war tactic. It's like, oh, let's distract them. Type of thing. So it makes sense because they want to win.
And that's true. And I guess I'm kind of on your side, Josie. Yeah, it's kind of undoing some of the Star Wars magic that we all knew and loved. And this is kind of them just retconning and, solving a bunch of issues that their fucking writing has created, to be honest. And not a big fan because, I mean, they fucked it up to begin with. Just let it ride out. But, I mean, they're trying to fix it in what ways they can.
Yeah, George Lucas really isn't. He's not over the moon about how they treated these last few movies. Of course, he had a vision ever since the 70s when the first one came out, and that vision never really played out. Then again, shouldn't have sold the fucking movies to Disney if he wanted to
Yeah.
finish them the way he wanted to. But then again, they had better resources to make the better movies look like better productions. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where, at the very least, he should have held on to some of the rights so that he could have collabed with them on the writing and the direction, but he didn't. So that's to that.
Yeah, because I think it got leaked that George Lucas did not want a Palpatine resurrection in his like original plan. So it's kind of like, fuck. There's now everyone knows there's a different version possibly out there, or there is a chance for there to be a different storyline. And you know what? The Rise of Skywalker was very unsatisfying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the last three movies were for me. It's not the direction I thought they were gonna go with, and but they did, and we just have to live with it. I don't know how they would undo any of that. I mean, it's out. It's not like they can. You know how like people were protesting, redo the fucking Star Wars movies. That's just not gonna happen.
The redo the Game of Thrones season last season.
Yeah, that too.
Oh my god, that was terrible.
Yeah.
That was like all of this build up, and then it's like that's it.
Dude, they destroyed the best series of all time. They're like, we know how to fucking come back to the medium. Let's just shit all over season 8.
Yeah.
No one cares anymore.
Yeah, we did.
I know, Steph. I know.
Oh man, never get those years back.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, true that. So supposedly, Foos, there's gonna be a movie on that planet where the Sith were, where fucking Palpatine was. There's gonna be a movie on Exegol, the planet.
So, about the Sith?
Details are under wraps, Foo.
Okay.
So it could possibly be a Sith movie. It could possibly be a retelling to explain the fucking trilogy better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be anything. But personally, I hope it's kind of like a revisit of how the Sith built their fucking temple there, or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know they're working on creating a version of the Old Republic movies.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to be dope because you had like thousands of Jedi and Sith running around at that time. That would be fucking epic to do that.
Yeah. No, that'd be dope, man. And they can also mess around with like the origins of Sith and how they came to be and all the literature that goes along with that. They can really fuck along with that.
Foo, bring back Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn.
That'd
Foo.
be dope. That'd be dope.
Bring back like a fucking like his backstory or something. That'd be sick.
It's pretty much like all of his movies where like somebody takes his daughter and she's at ransom and he has to go and fuck him up.
And this time he knows the Force, Foo.
Yeah. This time he knows the Force.
Damn, what a movie, Foo.
And his lightsaber is just his giant schlong.
Okay.
He has a giant schlong.
Did you know he was in a movie recently called The Commuter?
What does he do?
He's like on a train and it's like a high tense standoff situation on the train.
Of course.
On his way to work, Foo.
And he has to fuck them all up, right?
Yeah, he has to kill everyone. And save everyone else on the train.
Good old Liam Neeson.
The Commuter, Foo.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of fucking sea otters just picking movies, dude. It's weird. Or manatees, I guess, right?
Yeah, like on South Park.
Yeah, or manatees. Crazy, man. And then food, the last nerdy thing I wanted to talk about. Assassin's Creed food, they are coming out with the new game this fall.
What?
Wasn't that Nordic one?
The rumors are true, Foo and Steph. The next game, you're going to be able to be a Viking.
I knew it.
Yep. And it's unknown if you're playing as a Templar or an assassin.
Well, I mean, it's called Assassin's Creed.
So
yeah, but they've had games where you start off as an assassin and you become a Templar.
Oh, all right then.
So you're just on a boat on the journey to the new world the entire time? It's like I have to kill all of these people.
Yeah, that's the whole game, just the journey on the boat.
Try not to get scurvy and shit.
Yeah, it's how many times you have to throw up a day, and
Mhm.
what happens when people die.
All the
and
beer
all
you
that
have to
shit.
drink just so you can stay alive.
Tell me about it, foos.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they didn't release any game footage. It was all cinematic trailers. It looks crazy. I just don't know how they're gonna fit a goddamn storyline in the middle of this shit.
I don't know that they care.
I mean, they should, or else I'm gonna be pissed off, foo.
Yeah, all right.
I'm sure
That'd
it'll
be fun.
all work out in the end.
Mm-hmm.
They're all assassins, foo. Free
Yep.
society.
The
Nah, fuck that.
Well, who are they working for? Who's this one
Who
going to
the
be
ass-
working for? Who's this
The assa-
this Nordic assassin going to be working for?
he's working for the Brotherhood of Assassins, Steph.
Are you sure he isn't working for like Zeus or something?
Oh,
that's Greek.
they worship Odin.
yes,
Oh, that's right.
Steph.
Yeah, and they're gonna have, and then
Zeus
Thor
is
is gonna
Greek.
be a playable character, I assume. I'm just kidding. That's a lie.
All right.
Well, it could be.
You never know. DLC is a bitch, dude. DLC is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
That's just it. This is them raping you for rolling out an unfinished game, dude. It's bullshit.
They totally could pull it off though. Just
They're like, instead of releasing the game for $100, we're gonna release a fucking hackneyed version for $60. And if you want to continue, you're gonna pay us $40 more,
Yep.
or you can go fuck yourself.
yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
Did you read the release, Foo? Is that what it said verbatim?
No, Foo, but I've ran into that issue many a time
Oh,
myself.
okay. So it's not a new concept. They've done it before.
Oh, don't get me started on Destiny, dude.
Oh.
Fuck that game.
What did Destiny do to
Hours.
you?
Hours and hours. Okay. Here
You're all
we
about
go.
that game, playing it for
Yeah.
hours. Look, I can make
I
my
mu-
character dance.
I must have lost over 100 fucking playable hours in that game. It's bullshit. Okay, here it is. All right, here we go.
Say it.
Destiny came out for $60.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even release the full version. They released one DLC that was $40. And you know what? If you pre-order it, they did you a solid, Foos. You didn't have to pay $40, you had to pay $35. So they did you a favor, Foo.
Oh my.
Yeah. And then, oh no, there's one more fucking downloadable content called the House of Wolves. You know what? We're going to roll it out for 40. No discount option this time.
What?
the fuck?
And then they're just going to fucking shit on everyone and then unlock the moon year 2. Now you have over $150 of goddamn content. And then they're just like, oh, what about the arena? You guys want to unlock the arena? Tell you what, we'll do it for $30 this time. So what's the point of this pricing fucking
That's
bullshit?
so dumb.
Yeah.
We're
it's
talking
just-
about
it's a cash grab.
$200 for the same goddamn game and the extra content you just end up buying to play the game.
Yeah, it's a cash grab, man. They
Yeah.
played you, Foo. They played you like
They
a fucking
did.
fiddle.
That was the first time I have paid $200 to play one single unlocked game, Foo.
Yeah. Well,
That's bullshit.
You got
Yeah.
raped.
they made you grab your ankles there, pal.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you like stretching? Well, we're gonna stretch you.
What would a priest want to stick up my butt?
Things and such, Foo.
Look, don't bring the priest into it.
Yeah, man, why you gotta do that, Foo?
Because it's true.
Foo, we were having a nice time. We were,
Cut that shit right out.
and then here we are. So Foo's, which movie are you gonna rewatch for Star Wars Day? I'm not watching any of that bullshit that they're gonna have on those events.
No?
We're gonna watch Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue One would be a good one.
Shit,
Yeah, you forgot all about that, didn't you?
that's a good movie.
It's a good, solid,
It's a really good
standalone film.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I would watch episode 1 for
Shits and or giggles.
Phantom Menace.
Yep, just for nostalgia and shit.
You know what I was thinking about pod racing?
That's why I wanted to watch it.
I was gonna say podcast racing.
Podcast racing.
Pod
Dang.
racing.
Pod racing.
It's just Annie with his friends just complaining about the other movies.
Annie.
Podcast racing.
Fucking Jar Jar Binks, dude, was the fucking worst character of all time.
Why would they do that?
You know, the actor that did the voice for Jar Jar wanted to commit suicide because of all the hate that he was getting.
No.
Yeah, like the years following the release of the movie, like in the early
Get the
2000s, like he was
fuck
actually
outta
contemplating
here.
suicide. The poor guy. I mean, he was just reading letters. You know, he was just reading off a page. He didn't know it was gonna turn into like the most hated character of all time. He was annoying though. I gotta say, he was very annoying.
Well, they directed him poorly.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
well, he was supposed to be the comic relief, but it didn't play out.
No.
The comic relief is supposed to be the droids. That's the heart of the comic relief, but they said no, let's give it to this piece of shit. I don't know. But anyway,
Look, it wasn't his fault.
yeah.
Was it though?
Well, he just wanted he wanted a job, and you know, who's going to turn down an opportunity to be a part of a Star Wars movie?
Right?
That's true, Foo. Oh, the guys who created Game of Thrones, they turned it down.
Yeah, well, they're stupid. Stupid people.
They were too busy ruining another franchise.
Dang, I believe it though.
Mm-hmm.
We all saw it.
Yeah, we were all there. Fuck,
Oh,
you're right.
Man.
It was one of the best days of my life.
Shut up, Foo. You had nothing invested in it.
I know. That's why it was like, awesome just watching you guys' faces just drop.
You were just there for the food.
The whole room was somber, dude. It was terrible.
There's only 5 minutes left. Nothing is happening.
This isn't gonna work out, you guys.
It was awesome. It was great. Can we do it again?
No.
Let's just watch Transformers 5 all together.
Oh
Foos.
God. That's a time waster if I ever. Yeah, take your 1,000 milligrams and throw that on.
Nah. Hey, Foos. Have you seen that movie Extraction that Chris Hemsworth starring in on Netflix?
No, I wanted to watch that the other day.
It's getting pretty good reviews, Foos.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And for some weird reason, every movie needs to have a cliffhanger for a sequel, and fucking we got one on this one.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's like a big ass
I
cliffhanger.
need to check that out then.
It's like it's one of those weird ones where it's like open to interpretation ending, and it's like, do we need all that? Can we just have a good movie?
No, man, they got to keep you thinking.
That's true.
So that stupid podcasters can talk about it on their shows.
Bunch of tools, if you ask me.
About it.
I agree. I like a good, solid, just one and done movie.
No, not anymore. That thing
Nope.
in the past there, Steph.
There's no such thing as original content anymore, Steph.
Mhm.
It's down the drain. Hey, Foos.
Yeah.
I keep curtailing here on Geeking stuff.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear about that Jurassic World 3 competition?
What about it?
They are going to have a competition online, and the winner of said competition, which the details are not out yet, the winner will get to be in Jurassic World 3, and they get to get eaten by a dinosaur.
Hey, that's a good prize.
I want to get eaten by a dinosaur.
Yeah, pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's dope. Are you gonna enter, Foo?
I don't know. Should we, Foo?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
it.
we should.
And then should we wear a Foobar show shirt?
I've only ever fantasized about you getting eaten by a dinosaur. If I can actually see it, dude, imagine the loads I'd be shooting.
Oh, nice. So it's a sweepstakes type of effort, Foo.
Okay.
Let's see if there's any information.
Send a postcard to a P.O. box or something.
Shut up, man.
That's how they used to do it back in the day.
Let's see.
Like, hey, kids, get your mom to approve of a postcard and buy you a stamp so that you can enter these sweepstakes. You know how they used to do it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hosted by Chris Pratt, and he has the competition information on his Really? You don't tell me the goddamn info here? I have to go to Chris Pratt's fucking Instagram.
I hate when they do that.
It says, get yourself immortalized in cinematic history.
Yeah. Well, they better not suck like the previous movie.
Oh, yeah.
Dominion? I think the new one's called Dominion.
Yeah. All right.
Dominion over what?
The dinosaurs.
Over the world, Foos.
Mhm.
They said this is going to be the end game of Jurassic Parks.
We'll see about that.
I don't want to see it anymore.
You know what they haven't done is an underwater Jurassic Park.
There's gonna be no noise. Everyone's just gonna be dying in red water.
Okay, have you not seen any of like the Jaws movies or
Oh God, I hate Jaws.
You hate Jaws?
What's the other one
It's a
with
great movie.
Okay, it's a great movie. It's so good. I hate it.
Okay.
They weren't in the water.
It makes me scared of sharks, guys.
They were in a
Nice.
boat.
Every time I'm on the toilet, I'm like, is a shark gonna come?
All right.
Oh, okay, he's gonna bite your ass.
If anything, you're the one attacking the toilet.
Did you also think an alligator was in your bathtub?
No, but in my septic tank, maybe.
At the bottom of your pool? There's a
Yeah.
shark.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
What else we got, Foo?
Well, Foo, there's a lot going on. Just kidding. That was a fucking generality that Josh normally says. Just want to make fun of him for it, Foo.
Yeah, none other than Josh.
Yeah, now that Josh is not here.
Yeah, man, what the hell happened to him, Foos? What do we think happened? Which superhero origin story did Josh have to relive during our podcast?
No, I think it's
Foo?
like all the other times where he couldn't make it. He had to go take a shit.
Oh,
Yeah, that shark bit him in the ass.
He's handling some business right now.
Foo, you know his origin story too well, a little too
A little
well.
too well. Yeah, I know.
He's gonna come back as King Shark.
It's canon, Foo.
More like Josh has a cannon for the toilet.
Oh, jeez.
Ugh. Well, you wrote a song about him.
I sure
That's
did.
true. That's true, man. It's the smell of poo, right?
No. The shape
The
of
shape
poo.
of shape of poo.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what shape, Foo? What shape are we talking here?
No, don't do it.
Well,
Like, are we talking about like little sausages getting pinched off, or
Ugh.
just like mud?
Oh man.
that's gross.
The
Actually, it's the make of poo is what I call it.
makeup poo.
You want to listen to
Ah.
No. No, we don't.
it? Okay.
But Steph, I mean, come on.
Come on.
I mean, come on. Dang, Foos.
You're listening to it.
The club isn't the best place to find a toilet, so at home is where I go. Out with some friends, got the fear pretty early, and my ass is about to blow. Come on over and check out the new Squatty Potty. I think you should give it a try. If you stink it up, strike one up on the matchbox, and now I'm dropping trout. And it begins to crown, not to brag or be proud of. This bowl was not made for somebody like me. Come on in, followed by me. This should be crazy, wasn't just pee, said Foo. Let's not brag too much. Groundhogging now, I hope we have some TP. Come on in, followed by me. Come on in, followed by me. I'm in love with the make of poo. We push and squeeze through the GI tube. I feel my heart is failing too. I'm in love with the party. All night you're in the bathroom, and now the whole place smells of poo. Every day remembering that food I chewed. I'm in love with the party. 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 Every day remembering that food I chewed. I'm in love with the make of food.
There you have it, Foo.
Dang, memories, Foo.
Oh, stinky bathrooms.
You
Yeah.
brought me down memory lane just now, guy.
See. Well, Foo.
Hey, Foos, did you know that? Holy shit, I didn't know this.
It just keeps going.
Sorry, I just got some breaking news here, Foo.
What?
Josh shattered the toilet just now. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, Netflix is gonna have an origin story on fucking Transformers. It's gonna be called War for Cybertron.
Okay.
A brand new series for Netflix.
What's
Foo,
it supposed to be
crazy.
about?
It's gonna be about you'll never guess, Foo, Cybertron.
No,
Is it gonna be like Beast Wars status?
No,
Oh,
this is gonna be a new show and it's animated, Foos.
nice.
okay.
Mm-hmm. It says it's going to introduce a brand new animation style to Transformers.
Okay, cool.
Like a 2.5D type of thing.
Or fourth dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the Transformers come into your room and they accidentally kill you or something. And they did finally have a hard date on their new Transformers movie, June 24th, 2022.
I'm done with Transformers movies, man.
Are you sure, man?
They're just bad movies. It's all explosions. It's all it is.
Fool, what if it's Beast Wars though?
I would be so down.
Weren't we supposed to get a Beast Wars movie?
That's what they're trying to produce. There's a number of like side projects they're doing, and one of them is Beast Wars. Oh, and another one is actually going to be the sequel to Bumblebee.
Okay, nice.
Which was a good movie.
That was actually a good movie.
You know what? That redeemed Transformers a little bit. It's kind of crazy to think there's an enjoyable Transformers movie out there, but Bumblebee is a said movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it just pisses you off that like this entire time they could have actually made a good movie and they decided not to.
Dude, they knew what the problem was and they kept bringing him back, dude. Yep. You know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, but no release date yet on Transformers War for Cybertron for Netflix. No release date yet, Foo.
That's gonna be
dope,
pretty.
Though. Yeah, it's fucking sick, dude.
Well,
Nice.
Foo, is that gonna do it?
That'll do it, gang.
All right. Nerd! Jesus Christ. We did it.
There's a finish line for every little kid, Foo.
Well, good job, Foo. That was enjoyable.
Oh, wow.
Yes, thank you for hosting.
Yeah.
No problemo. Foos, what you guys got going on, Foos, this week?
Well, Steph is telling me that there's a new Rick and Morty coming out today.
Yes.
Want to catch the other 2 episodes of the Jordan documentary tonight on ESPN. That's going to be awesome.
Oh, snap, son. Yeah. That's right.
And then tomorrow, May the 4th, that also happens to be Steph's birthday. So,
right.
We're going to be celebrating. And just trying to not remain sober throughout this entire quarantine. I think that's the goal here.
Who did that Wookiee vibrator we were talking about come in for Steph?
Was it going to be all fuzzy?
Yes, that's part of it. Well, way to ruin it, Foo.
Oh, fuck, my bad.
Gross.
Yeah. The on my end, the cock ring is the Chewbacca bandoliers that he wears.
Like full of bullets and shit, dude.
Yeah. Gross.
Oh, Foos. Don't you guys make Star Wars themed food or something too? Or the blue milk, huh?
Yeah. There's actually a bunch of recipes on StarWars.com that you can do. Make with your little hands there, Foo.
You're gonna make latte art fucking for Star Wars or some
latte
shit?
Art. I kid you not. There's you can make little TIE fighters with pineapple.
Jesus Christ.
That's what's on the website. I'm just it looks pretty cool.
You know what you should do when you make coffee tomorrow, Foos, for Steph's birthday and for the Star Wars holiday? You should make coffee art of an explosion, and you can get creative as you want.
An explosion? It's just a blob of milk.
It's just milk just splashing in.
He's going to throw it against the wall.
Dang, Foo, you don't need to do all that, but all right.
All right, Foo. Well, thanks for hosting today. Seeing that, Steph and I didn't really have anything prepared other than just listen to you yap it the entire time.
Yappity yap, Foo.
Well, everybody, thank y'all very much for listening into the Foobar Show. Thanks for hitting subscribe, and remember to rate, review, and tell your friends. Like a champion. You can always reach us at Foobar Show. That's FTheBelowBarShow.com. And F The Below Bar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line, and we'll fill it up like a couple of Foos. I'm in Josie.
With the Foo.
And Steph.
Signing off, saying...